Hey everyone, I'm Spencer, and by the end of this video, you'll know what does and doesn't work for local SEO. The point of this video is to provide actionable steps so you can actually go and implement some changes. We won't be talking about backlinks, tags, or anything overly technical or website related, but these are just quick changes you can start making today as a practice owner. Before we begin, if you're looking for a no strings attached free marketing audit for your practice, visit the link below and schedule a meeting or shoot me a text at the number on my website. Let's get into it. So just to get it out of the way, local SEO contributes to your ranking on this, the places box, which is an algorithmic cocktail based on the user's location, relevance, and trust. Today, I'll only be talking about proven local SEO strategies for ranking higher as a dentist. We'll start with the Google business profile. You need to ensure full profile completion. This means filling out every single section on your Google business profile to communicate relevancy to Google's algorithm. You fill out every field and weave primary keywords and locations into the business description. For example, creatively use the phrase root canal in Seattle. This would be kind of creatively hidden in your writing while avoiding keyword stuffing, which Google's algorithm is more than smart enough to recognize now. Keyword stuffing is just when people are like over the top, obviously, saying stuff that they wouldn't say just for the keyword. Now, I know I said I wouldn't talk about websites, but hear me out. Google will not guess which searches are right to show you for. They depend on you communicating clearly to them. The product section in your Google business profile is a great way to make it abundantly clear to Google what to show you for. In this example, you can see we have several services offered as products. If we go and click on one of them, it leads to a dedicated web page for that service. This gives Google more reasons to categorize you as relevant for more searches. Now back to the business profile. For bonus points, you can include your location in the name of your business for exact match results. For example, Smile Dentist, for example, totally hypothetical name, should be changed to Smile Dentist Seattle if it's in Seattle, as you'll technically be more relevant to people searching the phrase dentist in Seattle, you understand? But be careful because Google is catching on to this, and if your business name on Google doesn't accurately represent what your business in real life is called, you could have suspension issues and weird kind of shadow banning kind of stuff. Fortunately, there is a way around this. You can file for a DBA name in your state that includes your city or neighborhood name in an exact match keyword kind of way, which then makes this strategy actually 100% compliant. Now, on the Google business profile, you can also post, and I see far too people doing this because posts are pretty good. We know firsthand from Google that businesses who make quality posts on their platform see more reach. For this reason, the posts are less for you and more just to show the algorithm that you're legit, engaged, and are making an effort. If you want, you can use AI. I use Claude by Anthropic, trained on my writing style, to make these posts. Now for the posts themselves, they don't need to be overly complicated or drawn out or anything. You can generally just opt for something that is remotely high quality. That's why I say use Claude and train it on your writing style, because just using a basic chat GPT, like write me a post, is going to get you a very sloppy, forgettable kind of thing, and the algorithm is going to be able to catch on to it. Now, this next part of the video has to do with reviews. Google prioritizes both a high amount of reviews and a consistent inflow of new reviews. In fact, the frequency in which you get new reviews actually outweighs the impact of total quantity. I was actually just speaking to a dentist in Huntington Beach the other week who stopped pushing for reviews because he had collected about 100 and figured that was good enough to look legit. Now, obviously for the average patient, if they see 100 reviews and they're all good reviews, they're probably going to more or less trust you. However, in Google's eyes, for trust, they want to see people are regularly going into that business and having a good time. So pushing for 15 a week to start and seeing if you can ramp it up would be amazing. And what I told him is obviously the best way to take care of this is by training and even incentivizing your team to push for new reviews. But another strategy I really like is having these high quality little business card type of things that you have printed out with a QR code and a short sentimental message explaining how positive reviews go a really long way in helping you out. And if they had a really good time, it would mean the world if you left them a review. Now you can drop these in the little sample bags with some free toothpaste on the way out the door. And then a little bonus review tip is pushing for reviews that mention your primary keywords and location. So this is a little funny, but the best reviews, the most highly rewarded reviews, are the ones with substance, and unfortunately include things like the best dentist in Seattle kind of weaved into it some way. However, obviously this can be a little bit awkward to request. I don't know if I would overtly ask people to say that. It seems a little bit weird, but do with that information as you will. You can also implement a review generation system to automatically request reviews from patients after appointments via text and email follow-ups. And I know some CRMs do include this, but if you work with us, whether it be for a website or an entire marketing system, we can set this all up for you. Now, to sum everything up in this video simply, in order for Google to rank you higher, you need to drop as many cues as possible to prove that you're relevant and trustworthy. This video is meant to be more of a quick, actionable checklist, but in the future, I think I'll make a video that handles the more technical side of things so you can see how that works too. I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope you got something valuable. And if you're tired of marketing companies that make vague promises and don't get you any tangible results, visit foreseeinggrowth.com and book a free discovery meeting. From there, I can give you an honest breakdown of what's good and what needs improvement, and then we can go from there.